been a couple of weeks since I've had my hands on Google's newish Pixel 5a. Now, late last year I got to check out the Pixel 4a 5G, which at that time was announced alongside the Pixel 5. And the Pixel 4a 5G is actually, well, very similar to this new 5a, except for a few minor differences. So this video won't be too long because over the past couple of weeks that I've been using the Pixel 5a, its overall experience felt very similar to the Pixel 4a 5G from last year. So let's jump into specs real quick. Just like the 4a 5G, it has a Snapdragon 765G, Adreno 620 GPU, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, but it now has a bigger 4680 mAh battery versus the 3800 from last year's 4a 5G. The cameras are exactly the same too, minus the laser autofocus on the camera module on the 5a, but all in all though, I didn't notice a difference in autofocus. So up front, there's a slightly bigger display too. We're going from a 6.2-inch OLED display on the Pixel 4a 5G to a 6.34-inch OLED display, which unfortunately still doesn't support 90Hz like the Pixel 5. It is a Full HD Plus panel, which looks good, the colors are accurate, but viewing angles could be better. Since I've been using more flagship devices over the past few months, going back to 60Hz is definitely not the move, especially on Android. It feels a little bit jittery at times, but if I wasn't using a phone with a 120Hz panel, then I think I'll be okay, and everyday normal tech consumers probably won't even notice a big difference either. So one of the most disappointing features about the 4a 5G last year were its speakers. For whatever reason, it lacked details in the low end, and it didn't get as loud. This year, that's been fixed and it sounds way better with better bass, mids, and overall just a better sounding speaker, so thanks Google. When it comes to its build and overall look, I think the Pixel 5a looks pretty basic. Just like last year, it's made out of a soft touch polycarbonate unibody, which is just fancy term for high quality plastic. But don't get me wrong though, it doesn't feel super cheap to the touch. The bigger battery and slightly bigger display actually adds a little bit of weight to the phone, which makes it feel good in the hands. Now, I do wish that Google offered a few different color options besides the mostly black color, which is kind of like a midnight green color, but if you're in a darker room, it's, well, mostly black. But you already know where I'm going with this. If you ever want to customize your Pixel 5a or any other phones that you have, make sure to go check out channel sponsor Dbrand, which makes the best and most precise skins for your Pixel device. They offer a ton of different skin options for a bunch of other devices too. So if you want to spice up your phone, make sure to go to dbrand.com/heymarkl or check out the first link in the description below. Now, like I said earlier in the video, the Pixel 5a isn't all that different from last year's 4a 5G. So performance feels the same, camera quality looks similar, and still takes a while to process any images, but that's what a mid-range smartphone is. It's not meant to be the fastest phone out there, and for $449, which is actually $50 less than last year's 4a 5G, it's a steal in my opinion. If you need a reliable first-party-like experience on Android and want it for less than $500, the Pixel 5a is definitely the way to go. One thing I really wish that Google added as a standard feature for any of their phones is wireless charging. Even if it's slow, having wireless charging in my opinion should be standard in any phone in 2021. That's how I charge all my phones now, whether I'm driving, in the office, at home. All my phones rarely see a cable for charging. It's all charged wirelessly. Now, to wrap this all up though, if you don't care about having the best specs, 90Hz, 120Hz, or even having the best processor, then the 5a is a great pickup. Software experience is great, camera quality is one of the best, and the battery life is pretty amazing too. It can easily last 2 whole days if I'm not constantly on it checking social or, taking phone calls or taking a lot of photos. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video, and if you did enjoy the video that you just watched, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're so close to 30K, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.